friend that is currently studying applied artificial intelligence and data analytics with 3-month placements. And if you are interested in hearing from my friend, he got this course on scholarship. He came to the UK on scholarship. Is it true that majority of the UK universities don't really care about international students? If you take out the money from the equation, is it true that they wouldn't even have the slightest interest in admitting most of the international students? This is the opinion of some people, but we are going to find out if this opinion is actually true or not. I remember sometimes 2022, and even much more earlier than 2022, there was this university that was topping the chart for Nigerians that were coming to study in the UK, and that was Teesside University. The reason was not far-fetched. It was because of their very flexible payments plan.
Teesside University, to be honest, is an awesome place to be. Now, I think I've not had an experience with other universities, but coming here, I would say it's one of the best universities. First of all, because of its flexibility in school fees payment plan, which is what makes it. I don't think till date I have seen any university that has flexibility that Teesside offers its students. They are very considerate. You have the opportunity of paying your school fees in installments up to 8 installments, monthly installments.
Like most of these universities will attract you with very low, very low deposits before you get your cars. I remember some people paid as low as 3 million naira, 5 million naira to secure admission to a university in the UK and then to get their cars, with the hope that, okay, when we move in, you'll be able to pay up. By the time you start working, you'll be able to pay up the remaining school fees. But for so many people, the plan did not go well, because Teesside University in November 2023 brought about a game changer.
Can't pay in 7 instrumental payments. I just decided to make this one, please, so that people that are coming will have an updated information that from September 2023, the payment plan for Teesside University has changed. You can only pay 3 times as a Nigerian. You can't pay 7 instrumental payments.
And instead of paying in 7 installments, they changed their law to paying in only 3 installments. And that was very devastating for many of the students, especially those people who had their proof of funds in Naira, because at the same time in 2023, the exchange rate was crazy. Like Nigerian Naira was losing its value on an hourly basis. I remember at some point in time, £1 was equivalent to 2,400 Naira. So the proof of fund that was able to pay up front, like pay their school fees, was not enough to pay half of their school fees anymore. So as a result, they had to pay up in 3 installments instead of 7 installments, and their Naira had already lost value. So it was like a matter of salt upon injury. So recently, the school had to collect the names of people that were defaulting, and unfortunately, there were so many Nigerians involved. Not only Nigerians, we had people from other countries involved, but I'm talking about my own people now. So many of the Nigerians involved, many of these people involved, including Nigerians, they came out protesting, and this was because the university sent out their names to Home Office, and Home Office had to revoke them because they defaulted. They couldn't meet up with the payment of their school fees. But the students were protesting because their initial agreement, the contract was you would pay up in 7 installments. At the beginning of their study, when they were coming in, that was what they knew. That was the law. It says you can pay up in 7 installments, and that was why they made this decision to come to that school and to do that course, because some of them are actually on a 2-year program, and some of them had already completed their first year, but the second year was giving them, a headache because they hadn't saved up for the second year. One of them that had already paid up 90% of her school fees was already handing in a project, and then she received the mail that you have to leave the UK. You know how devastating that can be. And then she ran around and was able to pay up the 10% remaining. But till now, or till the last time I checked, she had not been re-enrolled back into the school. And one other person that was studying to become a social worker was in the middle of his placement. He was in the middle of his placement when he got denied from accessing the school. Meanwhile, this guy had already paid up £14,000. So it's that crazy. What am I saying in essence? If you are still in your own country and you intend to come to the UK to study, you have to do two things. First one is that you need money. You have to have at least 90% of your school fees intact and possibly saved in pounds. So if you're coming to study in the UK, I would advise you that if you're coming to study a 2-year program, have 100% of your first year school fees intact, so that by the time you're coming, especially now that you can no longer come with your dependents, it's a one-man business now. You face all the consequences alone. You have to work alone, save up alone, and it is not as easy as people make it to look like. It's not easy doing 20 hours weekly. Even during the holidays that you have, all the time to work, you cannot cheat nature. Your body will demand for rest, so you can't work around the clock. And then you have bills to pay, you have feedings, you have livelihood to maintain. You know what I mean? So try and save up, have enough money apart from your deposits. I know the deposit is quite small and they'll make you believe that when you come in you can pay up. Secondly, be highly strategic about the course you're coming to study in the UK, especially if you intend to stay back and get a job and probably settle in the UK. You have to be very strategic about the courses that you would be coming to study. So I've got a friend that is currently studying applied artificial intelligence and data analytics with 3-month placements. And if you are interested in hearing from my friend, he got this course on scholarship. He came to the UK on scholarship, and he told me about OFS scholarship and all of that. But if you want me to bring him to this channel to have a chat with him, if you have any questions that you would want him to answer, please drop in the comment section. So the last one is that you can leverage scholarship opportunities if you intend to move to the UK to study. I used to think that the United States was topping the charts when it comes to scholarships, but I made to understand that even the UK is offering some beautiful, good stuff when it comes to scholarships. So you can actually maximize this opportunity to get a scholarship to come and study in the UK. By so doing, you have less to worry about, you have less money to pay, you know what I mean. So I'm just coming out to sensitize you and to make you aware that a lot of things are fast changing and you need to be well informed. If you have watched up to this point, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you. To my new subscribers, thank you so much, and to my old subscribers, thank you for always tuning in. I love you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.
She's a fixer with no one to fix her. She's a lover who